Good morning. Just got the last vlog scheduled. It's gonna go up at 3 p.m. later today. But look at this. More snow. What the hell? I don't think it'll stick around for long, but still, when you're expecting spring and then summer weather, waking up to snow isn't the nicest, you know? But yeah, just been taking it easy so far. We'll probably get some paint up on the walls because we put the primer up yesterday, and keep working on that guest room. And then it'll probably be done by today or tomorrow, which is awesome. Out in my sunroom here, but the weather can't seem to make up its mind. Whether it wants to be clear or snowing or what. But that's okay. Had a good little walk around yesterday when it was sunny and nice out. If you haven't seen that video yet, go check it out. That was yesterday's vlog. And now we're gonna keep working on the guest room, putting the actual paint up because we did the primer yesterday. Alright, so as you just saw from those last few clips, we just put the first coat of the colored paint up on the guest room walls. So now we're waiting for a bit to let that dry, and then we'll go back and do a second coat and she should be good. But as you can see here, I'm back outside by the stream, gonna head back down to the water, to the river, because I'm at a bit of a crossroads in my life right now where I don't really know what to do, because I talk about it a bit on my podcast, or I have talked about it a bit on my podcast already, but just the idea that, you know, I'm not going to be able to live with my girlfriend forever because I haven't been working, and even if I come up here and live with my parents in Quebec, I'm still going to have to be working. I don't know, I have a lot of trouble doing the full-time work or even working jobs that I don't really feel a value in, or I don't feel like I'm accomplishing anything in them. Like, I can't do jobs like that, man. I don't know what it is. And I wish I could say that, oh yeah, I can just push through and it doesn't matter too much, but that's what I tried to do in high school. And that's honestly when I felt the most depressed in my life, was, you know, forcing myself to go to school that I didn't care about, forcing myself to go to work that I didn't care about, and just forcing myself to live this life that I didn't really feel like I was doing anything with. I didn't feel like I was accomplishing anything or going anywhere with my life. And my parents even said to me while I was working at that gas station job through high school, like, yeah, you know, you can't work a minimum wage job forever and you have to get a career and do all this stuff. But even since elementary school, it never really felt like, I don't know, it kind of always felt like, well, what's the point, or what is it going to lead to, really? Realistically, like, oh, then you get a job, then you have to work that your whole life, and if you don't work that, then how are you going to pay bills, basically, right? And that's basically the point I'm at now, where I am having trouble paying bills, and I am having trouble finding work, or finding meaningful work even, finding jobs or positions that I can keep for a decent amount of time, even just to pay the bills, because like I said, it's so hard to find work that I don't mind doing full-time or even part-time. Like, I don't know, it feels like such a life-sucking thing that if that's all that life is just working to get to a point of retiring and then you die or you work to party every weekend, I don't know if I really want to live that life. You know what I mean? I don't know if I really want to be part of society then. Well, I made it back down to the lookout point, and you can see even the difference from yesterday. Had to get my thumbs out of my gloves so I could zoom in here, but you can see a bunch of geese over there, and even along the water. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can bring this up a bit. Yeah, you can kind of see them flying out over the water there. Sorry about my thumb being in it. But yeah, what a beautiful spot, eh? You can kind of see the edge of the shore starting to clear up as well. So yeah, I bet all under this white stuff here, all this snow and ice, I bet this is ground. Could probably walk out on there, but I don't know. Still kind of still be a little sketch right now. Rather come down here when the weather's nice, but look at that, bunch of geese. Nice. But yeah, you can see this is the path I came down that I was showing before. Yesterday when it was sunny and nice out here. I might go, I don't know, I could walk along the water a little bit. Maybe I'll do that. And then I could even come back and walk through here a little bit. Lots of geese right there. That's awesome. It's not too bad out here, actually. You can see, I wonder how far down it goes. It looks like this is still a pretty thick section of snow and ice. I'm not really falling through it too much, which is good. But I might walk over here and check out these icebergs. Look at that. That looks like a big table. A little bit further out here. I think I might be scaring the geese a little bit. Alright guys. I'm making a bunch of noise, probably because they see me. But yeah, you can see, look at how thick that is. Look at how thick the ice still is. But if it keeps warming up like this, I'm sure this is going to start melting pretty quick here. So maybe I will head back and walk through the forest a little bit. It's pretty cool though. But yeah, I don't know. I've always been more attracted to adventuring or trying to make friends with people and, you know, build that sense of community with the world, really. But I feel like that's pretty hard to find these days. It's kind of hard to find people who are, you know, not standoffish or not just living in their own world, basically being robots, you know? I will say, it's nice to see some green. Even with the snow and ice still around, the green's starting to poke up, which is nice. And I'll walk through here a little bit, see what's saying. But yeah, that's why I'm basically saying I'm at a bit of a crossroads, because I don't really know what to do with my life right now in terms of, I don't know, I've been thinking I would love to walk across Canada, honestly, and kind of explore different communities and different types of people, different ways of life. And I was talking about it a bit on my podcast. So if you want to hear more about that, you can check that out. I'll probably be talking about it more in the future coming up soon. But yeah, real quick before I keep going, pretty interesting little forest here. I feel like, yeah, if the water rises too much, all of this would get pretty washed out. So it's interesting that people are wanting to build houses here, but you know, to each their own. Bit of a strip log there. That's interesting. And a table and some chairs set up. Interesting. Oh, and a banana box. But see, this is the type of thing you can only get from really... Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck's sakes. Oh, I guess you get that too. I almost just threw my back out. I almost just threw my back out because I'm not watching where I'm walking, for F's sakes. Yeah, little banana box on top here. Table, and oh, this is a game. This is a game that my dad plays, actually. My dad built one of these. He'd throw washers in here. Interesting. I guess people were out here partying at one point, maybe. It's hard to see there. Between those trees there, you see that blue barrel? Oh, right there. Yeah, I guess people have been down here. Oh, and there's the barbecue. But yeah, so nice and calm down here. Pretty quiet and serene. This is the type of thing you only get from walking around in nature, really. You know? Look at that. And then people's trash, they just leave all about. Interesting. Oh, so there's a blue barrel. And then there's a white barrel over there I didn't see. Interesting. I mean, could clean those up, but I also don't want to take stuff from land that's not mine, you know? Look at these guys just chilling out, having a grand old time. But yeah, like I was saying back there before I distracted myself and almost broke my neck on the ice there, I really would like to walk across Canada and meet different types of people, see how different people live, like the Mennonites, kind of like the Amish people up here, different native cultures, different indigenous communities. I think that would be awesome. I don't know, I would love to explore, get that exercise in, and really show people what, you know, all of Canada has to offer, and then see where I can explore after that, you know? I would love to be able to show people the different sceneries and nature and what the world looks like, while also exploring it myself, basically. Like, look at these trees. I've never even seen trees like this before, where they grow in big clusters. Together and then branch off further up, but yeah, that's really interesting. See, I've never seen stuff like this, and I'm sure there are other people who have never seen stuff like this either. So in a sense, I would love to make YouTube or content creation my job in a way, and turn exploring and adventuring into my life in a sense. But it's not something that you can really just get a paycheck for, you know? Maybe eventually with YouTube and the different platforms, but then I also don't want to be reliant on, you know, these companies being my bosses. I don't want to be reliant on these websites or companies being my bosses, or having to rely on people and not really being able to be self-sufficient, you know? But yeah, look at this, man. That's interesting. Little flat spot in the middle. Wait here. I'll go around to the other side here, trying to watch my step. Look at that. There we go. Sorry. Look at that. Very interesting. See, even that would be an interesting little spot if you made a floor in there and then built up and had wider floors and ladders going up, like a tree fort, I guess, but having a house in the trees, I think that would be awesome. You know, the nomadic lifestyle would really be nice, honestly. I know people are conditioned and connected to the comforts we have in modern society, and I'm not saying you wouldn't be able to find that once in a while with a nomadic life, or build that for yourself in a sense, but yeah, it would take a lot of work and self-sufficiency, like really being able to build that for yourself rather than relying on it, being able to get it from the government or corporations or whoever it is. But I think we really need to focus on community and building that sense of like partnership or collaboration with everyone, you know? That's kind of crazy. Check out that guy. Bunch of mushrooms. See, even something like that, I'm sure there are cultures that have guides on how to forage and what to eat or to grow or pick, whatever it is, and what not to eat, to grow, or to pick, and just how to live on the land. But we just completely forget about that stuff or discredit it like it's not important. Like, how? And I think this one's also starting to grow here. Oh, all the geese are quacking now. That's crazy. But yeah, I think this tree is also starting to decay, or it's a dead tree, so now the mushrooms are feeding off it. Very interesting. Oh yeah, and because there's a lot of moisture here, that's probably why too. But here, I'll get a close-up of these ones. Whoa. Very interesting. See? Nature's so cool, man. I love it. Look at these guys. Wish I had my DSLR camera on me. Be able to take some crazy nice pictures. Because yeah, it'd probably be perfect lighting for it too. But even that's one of those conveniences. Oh, even that's one of those conveniences that I would have to learn to live without, and I'd be all right with that. Use my eyes to take the pictures and keep them in my brain rather than, or take them with my phone for the vlogs. But, if I don't know. I wish I didn't even have to be connected to technology or jobs or working or whatever it is. Society as it is right now, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna start making my way back right now. I mean, I'm gonna have to think about ooh. Sorry, I almost just stepped on these. Now those are deer tracks. That's pretty cool. I guess a lot of creatures have been walking this path lately. That's awesome. But yeah, I was talking to my parents about it before I came out here for the walk. I was getting kind of emotional about it, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to tell them something, and I can tell them, yeah, I guess I'll work and be a slave, whatever. But I don't know. That's really not what I want to be doing with my life. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe after this Quebec trip, we'll start walking, start my trip. I guess the lease with Julia is up in August, or that's our last month. Still need to fill out the paperwork for that, but yeah, I guess I can start getting stuff ready to actually go on an adventure and, just live my life how I want to live it, really. I don't want anything holding me back. I don't want to be held back by anybody or anything. Anyone telling me I have to live a certain way. Why? Just because everybody before me lived like that? Yes, sure, that's kind of the idea of conservatives and liberals, conserving the basically colonial way of life and traditions versus libertarians that say, oh, you should have the liberty to live your life how you want, which I agree with. But then can we go even further and talk about liberation or, being free to truly live our lives how we want, not just within the system still, right? And I think that's an important distinction to be made. And I don't know, I could talk about this stuff all day. That's why I have my podcast. And if you want to hear me talk more about this stuff and my ideas, my ways of thinking, my philosophies, whatever it is, I highly suggest checking that out, or even my content on socials like Instagram and TikTok, my short form content, because I do put some of this stuff in there as well. But yeah, like I was saying, I guess if I can turn content creation into a job, I would in some way still be enslaved to the technology and to all that stuff, but that gives me a lot more freedom than anything else, right? That's a work from home job, that's a make your own hours job, you be your own boss in terms of what you make and create. I think that'd be all right, but then it's in terms of showing my parents that it would pay off and being able to prove that it would pay the bills. But you know, that's basically up to you guys supporting. So if you enjoy these videos, the vlogs, all the content I've been making, and you want to help support my journey, please like, subscribe, share the video, comment, everything you can. It doesn't take a long time on your end, but it would mean the world to me, and trying to truly, turn my life into what I'd like it to be, I guess, and truly trying to manifest the future. I don't know. You can get into the woo-woo stuff if you want, but I don't know. The support would be incredibly appreciated, and it would help a lot. Thank you. But now I'm gonna have to put my phone down for a sec because I'm gonna have to hike this freaking hill. And then I'll see you in like 5-10 minutes maybe. BRB. Big ship there. Another big container ship. Well, yeah, feeling good. Just got the second coat of paint done on the guest room there, and I think that walk did help my mental. I feel like I always need to either do music or podcast or talk about stuff to get stuff off my mind, but I've kind of gotten used to not really having anybody there to listen. I just kind of talk to the void, to myself kind of thing, and, it makes me feel better, so I guess it works. I think it also has to do with reflecting, right? Self-reflection and, really thinking about myself on a deeper level more than just like a superficial level kind of thing. I don't know. Hard to say. Oh, look at that. I got the sun shining on my face. That's beauty. But as you can see from those last few clips, we put the 2 coats of paint up on the walls, and my parents actually got the new light fixture up, so that room's done, and now we can start putting the furniture back in and cleaning it up. And then we'll start moving the furniture and stuff out of the other room that we're going to be painting before I go. My mom and I will probably do that tomorrow when my dad's at work. Wow, look at that absolutely beautiful sunset. Gorgeous colors up there. But it is a little chilly, so I'm heading here. After dinner now, we had some delicious BLTs for dinner on cheese buns. Oh, it was amazing. It was awesome. But tomorrow, since my dad's working, my mom and I will probably work on getting that guest room back in order, and then moving the stuff over from the other one, and we can start prepping that. But we'll see how much gets done tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you leave a like, drop a comment of your favorite part of it, and I'll make sure to add more to the other vlogs. And I've had some ideas floating around on my mind, so I'll probably record another podcast episode tomorrow, so look out for that even. So subscribe, not only to help us build the community, but also so you don't miss the new videos coming out. I'm trying to drop daily uploads, so I think it'd be worth subscribing. But I'm just going to chill out for the rest of the night. I'll leave it here for this one. Tune in tomorrow for the next one. And like I say in all my videos, I love you. Stay safe. Good luck and take it easy.